Influence here, and today I have TFC's Jakiro. I was contemplating on not pronouncing it or not trying, which is their final member of their cabana after 50 years. Man, there's been a lot of figures coming out that's been some time in the making. So we all thought TFC was dead in the water on their cabana, Satan, and at TFCon, I'm in late because I wasn't in for any at TFCon when they announced this, because I thought they were done. I thought they were out of business. I got in on it, or I tried to get in on it. I started looking for figures. Not too successful. There's one figure, the shark looking figure. I can't remember his name. I always want to say Blot, but I don't know if it's Blot. I don't even know if that's his real name. I can't remember. But that figure's like $400 because I think it's the rarest one. The other figures you can get on the aftermarket for pretty reasonable prices. So I'm tracking them down. I got these for robot mode, not really for combine mode. Just so you know, I don't have them all. I don't know when the combine mode will come. If I track them all down, I'm trying to track them all down now. I mean, bear with me. If you want a sub and you're not a sub, that's cool. I'm not a CHUG collector. I got these because there's no masterpiece Abominus. And I like these figures when I was a kid, so I want representations of them. All the stuff I don't like probably is CHUG stuff, but I'm still gonna let you know anyway, so you can make your decision on that. But that's why I'm telling you, because some stuff, I know CHUG collectors don't mind some stuff. They're used to some stuff. I'm not used to some of the stuff that I don't like on this figure. So let's get started. Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. I kind of revamped my review space to give it a new look. I got tired of looking at it. Those that been following me for some time will recognize the background. Of course, it's not new. It is kind of a rehash because I used to use this background with a different table and things, but now I have a different wrap on this table just to, you know, just felt like changing it up. So the backpack, subscribe. This is unsightly. I'm not sure. I didn't try to take it off. I don't know if you can take it off. In some pictures it looks like it's not there. I don't know if that's what, you know, they did that on purpose to try to fool you, like this picture. For one, it kind of, you can see some of it sticking up, but it doesn't look like a whole bunch of stuff back there. And also, this right here isn't as wide as it looks in person. That's the other thing I don't like. I got the hiccup, sorry. If you hear me sounding out of breath, it's because I'm hiccuping and cutting it out. This right here, I mean, man, it's like 2 inches. Now, I know it's going to make for a great body for Abominus. However, as a robot, I just don't like it. But looking at it front, it's fine. There are some things you got to do. His arms are very loose. I don't know if that's could be. Oh, the other thing, you can't move these arms down so they're not sticking up. I do kind of like that better, because since it's humongous anyway, what's another humongous piece that's hanging down low? It kind of makes it less visible at the top here. And that may be what they did in that picture too. But like I was saying, this arm is really floppy. The head is floppy because with this head, you kind of move it back like that. It's on a slider right here. And that's how you pull it up. And you can see just a sneak peek. Since I ain't doing Abominus no time soon, you can see his head. But it comes just like this. So it was going down like that, and it looks unsightly when it's down. It doesn't have the proper, like, it's not right. But you gotta kind of put it up and then like slide it forward. There's pegs right here. And it also fills in this hole a little better. There you go. Slide that forward and then it holds it. And then you're right on the money. He has ball peg neck syndrome. It is where you can see the ball peg post, so it just looks like a little round neck. They tried to put a little neck on him It's kind of like, looks like a hinge neck, but it's just too small. But I mean, that's all right. See his face up close. There you go. Let's get his gun. His gun is just in with a peg. And does it? Oh, wait. It has the things in there like it pegs in. No, it has the holes. I thought it may be pegged in, but it just goes in. It just slots in. These things come separate. So we're going to do accessories, and then I'll get into him a little bit more. So these things come separate. They come off. He does have pegs elsewhere, but I think there's screw holes where you can put these things if you want. And they're really tight. They're really hard to get on here because they also move and flex. You see I'm having trouble getting them off. I don't know if that'll make a problem or what. You can fold this up like this. This barrel here, I think that's more for Abominus gun. When I do like that though. That's satisfying. But it combines, I think, with the other guns. You get 2 cards. One for Abominus, one for Hun-Garr. I'm going to call him Hun-Garr from now on. You see, it's wild that Abominus, Hun-Garr's stats are way up. All of them, most of them, except speed. And Abominus isn't. So Hun-Garr could beat Abominus. Is that what they saying? You get a book. Showed that before. You get batteries. Or battery, and a thing that goes into Abominus's head. I do like that they give you yellow. I haven't found where this piece goes. Maybe I'll probably find it after I transform it now, or when I'm fooling with it. But I assume it goes on him somewhere because you get a yellow and an orange piece, because you can change the head, the back of the head and eyes to yellow if you want. You just take that back off. There's a screw. Take that off and stick this in. Then it'll have yellow eyes and a yellow forehead. Same for Abominus's head. You can change his eyes from red to yellow. I think that's cool. I also got X-Transbots in at the same time. So, and you have screw covers. I didn't put them on yet. I probably will because there are some unsightly holes. And you get his, where you can change it to white, and I don't know where the other one is. Hopefully it's in the box. And you get the box. Box. Let's compare him to some other figures. Unfortunately, these guys I have in beast modes, so I will compare them in their beast modes. This is Unique Toys because the person I bought it from sent me this instead of the TFC version. Like I said, I'm just getting them for representation for now. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that there's a masterpiece coming one day over the rainbow. So just to show the Dinobots, that's Studio Series Dinobot next to him. It's just, I have a couple CHUG figures right here. And Masterpiece Optimus Prime. I think a lot of people may have that. And there you go with that. So let's do articulation. So his head goes down. It's on a ball joint, like I said earlier, up about that much. Of course, it spins all the way around. He does have light piping. His light piping works about as good as it can. It is the whole back. It is done how you should do light piping if you're going to do light piping, like the whole back half. And you can see it does do a decent job. It's just if you don't have the lights on, you're not going to be able to see it. But like I said, it does a decent job for light piping. Not the best I've seen. Arms go all the way around on ratchets. I'm sure that's helped with Abominus. He has, it looked like double jointed elbows. Yeah, he does have double joint elbows. However, you can see he's not getting, he gets 90 degrees. The double joint isn't really helping anything. But you can fake it. It kind of, the double joint kind of helps you fake the elbow having more. Of course, he has all this stuff hanging off him that I don't like. And that could be just chug stuff that's not hidden. I know a lot of the monster bots and animal bots do that though. So like the Predacons and stuff of that nature, they'll keep the paws out. Arm goes up 90 degrees, just about, no more. He has bicep swivel right here. I already showed the elbow. Hand is on. They're all on one pin, but they are sprawled out a little. And his thumb, I thought his thumb moved. I guess it doesn't. His thumb is fixed. So when you close it, you get that little thing going on. He has a waist, and surprisingly, it's not too bad. Even with all the stuff in the back, he can get pretty good range back and forth. It's not 360. And it does get out of sorts a little, his backpack. I think I was saying something about the arm that I didn't finish my thought. What I was saying was when it came out the box, these right here were not tabbed in, and now they're tabbed in too well. There's a tab right here, there's a tab here, and a tab down below. These two this tab right here, see if you can see it. This tab right here and the tab down below doesn't seem to do anything. This tab right here is the tab that you want tabbed. And as you can see, it's tight. Sheesh. So that's the tab you really want tabbed. And you can see that tab there, and it tabs, does it tab anywhere else? No, it kind of fits up here, but that doesn't do anything. But when I got it out the box, this wasn't tabbed, and I kept messing with it, and I was upset because the arm, you can see how that works. So I won't tab that back in just because I got to take it off for transformation. But skirts, this skirt also isn't tabbed in. Transformation, you do have to move it, and it comes up like this. But you just put it down. You can move this up and get the legs. This little thing on his leg hits right there and right there. So limited articulation. Out to the side. It is on strong ratchets on the side, out to the side and down, and you get the full splits with that. Nothing in the way. Now his knee is weird because you get a swivel. No, you don't get a thigh swivel. I think because of his knee. His knee is right here, really. It should be right here, but that's about as much as you can get unless you unhook all this stuff back here. And you're not really supposed to use that because this is supposed to be tabbed in. So with that tabbed in, this doesn't move, but it moves right there. So you can get about that much for his knee, I guess, his knee. Foot wise. Oh, wait, I guess, yeah, I guess it's a swivel here. So you can kind of fake the thigh swivel. It's like a knee swivel. You can move your feet like this, or you can move these out the way and get the feet moving a little bit more. I just put them all the way back, but you can have them more like that, and then you can get the feet in and out on the rocker. And the heel spur, the heel, yeah, well, not really. That's for transformation like that. You're supposed to clap it in, and then you can clamp these feet so you can get the toe down like that. And the heel spur, this piece is kind of helping it, so it's not supposed to be collapsed. So transformation isn't super difficult. In pictures, like this pinkish color is exactly how it looks in the pictures, I believe. I've seen some pictures where I think people have adjusted the white balance and made it look a little redder. And there's other pictures I've seen where people made it almost look like pink, but like a deeper or dark, I don't know, it's already like dark. But I'm hoping it looks like it's true on the camera, on the picture. I'm gonna try to adjust it to get it true to color, because I know a lot of people was wondering, me in particular. I say a lot of people, but I've seen a couple of people ask about the color, and me in particular, I was like, I hope it's a little, I don't know what I was hoping. It didn't really move me at the time, so I was hoping it was maybe a different shade of pink, purple, lavender, whatever it is. But it's not. It looks exactly like the promotional pictures that I've seen. Where we at? We're on transformation, so let's get into this. Move that out. Throw the hands in there like that. Then move this. Same over here. I was pulling on here, but you should pull on here. It's quite tight. Super tight. So these arms already moved down. Usually you want to move these arms down so you can get to this right here. And this is already out because I already did it. So then do this side. Like I said, it's really tight. Man. Stuff is tight on this guy. I can move this up here. These arms, move them up. You can just let this fall right here because now you want to extend. Right here. Pull. Grab this and extend it. Now you want to close these two pieces right here. And it's just a over under kind of deal right there. So you take this, you want to, it's on this little bar right there where you can kind of caddy it like that. You want to spin it around like this. You want to take this piece and move this up, and it'll peg in up here. I think it's a peg. Is it a peg? I thought it was, but no, I don't think it's a peg. It'll just sit there. And then this, and it'll just sit like that. Now right here, you see you can move this up like that. Right here, flip that over, and then move these arms like this, because then you want to spin this around here like that. Then you can pull it, flip this back like this. Then you move this up and you kind of flip it in there like that. There's a peg right there. But then you want to, this piece right here, I'm going to pull this out and flip this around. After you flip this around, you got this piece right here. So you want to pull this up, and there's pieces underneath. You want to sprawl them out so it can fit. Sprawl them bad boys. There's tabs right here. That's going to tab on right here. But this is on a slider. So you got to slide them where, move the arm out the way. Slide them where that tab's going to go. So you can see that right there. And then tab that into there. Same thing over here. Slide it to where it's gonna go. It's like in the middle. And it's not, I don't know, that's a lot of my gripes too. Like a lot of this stuff doesn't, it will eventually, but it doesn't like stick together too well. Then you have this piece here. I don't know why I ain't pulled this piece out already. I should have tried it before I did this. Oh, that wasn't too bad. This piece right here goes here, and pegs on if you have it correct. Again, it's not the greatest peg, but what you're gonna do now, you can move these arms. Wait, no, let me move these, because you move these and then they peg in right here on the side, and then this flips over and pegs in right there. So this is what kind of starts keeping it together. Without all of this, it is a mess. But I guess that's cool. Got that like this. These right here go into there. It's kind of gets intuitive. Peg them into there. This right here. Peg into there. Get these out of here. Again, you can start to see these right here. You gotta pull out, pull down, and flip these around. Of course, I already did this one. I already flipped all of that around, but I didn't pull it out. Then you have the tail. Move the tail down. Flip. I think this is flipped like this. To be honest, I think that's it. Maybe it's the other way. I'm not sure. I kind of like it like that. But you can, I think you can do what you want to do. Or let me see, maybe it's better. I know this tail's like this, and all this. Let me see. Oh no, I'll fool with that. Then here, you can move that down so you can get these together and form the animal head. I do like that. His legs and feet were always the dragon or monster or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not sure what he is. But these you can try to get, let it cover up. But I think they're out in robot mode. I might have had them pushed in, but they go in a little like this. And that's the reason for the way the necks, I mean the knee, I guess, how the knee is. So then you can get this situated how you want it, how you feel like he should look. Let me situate it how I feel like he should look, if I can get it. And we'll get into some of the stuff I don't like. But then you can bring his gun in if you want and stick it right here. Again, this is tight as all the pegs. Whew. Yeah, that's a tight peg. I don't know if I'm gonna put it any further. I think it's fine like that. And here he is in dragon mode. I spun that around because I wasn't sure how I was liking it. Here he is. Some of the up close. There's a lot going on. Like this leg right here is super loose, both of them. And they're, I think they're on pins, so there's nothing you can do about it. But articulation, move that back down. Articulation, his arms, his legs can go to the side about that much on both sides. This goes up like that and down, and I guess his knee or his backwards knee goes like that. You have a rocker here, back and forth. That goes for both sides. Front, you can get him out to there. He has that double joint, which you can kind of use to make it look good. It doesn't get you any more range, but like I said, it kind of gives the illusion of a rounder leg, like a leg like this. Again, you got rocker on the feet, and they go down and up. Feet are pretty nice. Mouth opens and closes. This thing you can see in there, but I mean it's all right for me. Here you can bend these how you want them, and the eyes are light piping as well, which I don't understand that. As long as if the light gets to them, it looks good. I can't even see. I wish I had a flashlight. But other than that, I mean, you get the head side to side like this. Not really no. You can get up, and I guess this is down. Let me open his mouth. It does have the teeth. You can see that the whole review. Again, this thing you can take off if you don't want. I would be very careful because the peg feels weak in there, and in order to get this out, really you gotta move it back and forth, but it doesn't move, it just flexes in there. So that's a problem. Tail wise, you see he has a segmented tail, so he can get that, and you get down, get up about that far, and he has this piece that you can move really for transformation, but it moves. And these pieces, I put them up, but I don't know how they go really. I'm not sure what the directions. I gotta peruse directions again, but it seemed like they were, and maybe they were up here like this. Yeah, that might be how they were. Just to cover up this piece right here. Yeah, it does look a little better right there like that. But yeah, the problems I told you. Oh, you can move these out too. I didn't realize that. So they come out a little, so you can get them away from the body a little. That's cool. If this was, you know, this should have been tighter, because it just keeps falling down every time I have it standing up. And I would like to display it in this mode, probably. I don't know. Like I said, you can get this out the way, and then you can use the knee, or not the knee, but you can get that. But then you're looking at the unsightliness of this if you're on that side. But if you want a picture, it's fine. But if you want it for combine mode, it'll probably be good. I just gotta see. I haven't even turned it into combine mode. Sit there like that, and then you can bring these guys in. Again, this is unique toys, so aesthetically it might not. It looks like the character though, so doesn't bother me having the mismatch. Just for combine mode, I can't do. And there's the other guy. So there's your people. Even though some stuff is that I don't like is the chug element of it, but stuff like this is just a figure. Like this is just a figure element. Like the feet not resting right. Like you can even have it like this, and it'll probably be okay or better. But with it out how it's supposed to be, it just doesn't stay up. So So I think if I do display it like this, I'll probably display it like with the legs more up, and then he'll be sitting like a dog kind of. Where, and you see that, there we go.
Life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.